Okay, let's try to not get lost. Okay, we are back. Saw it in them condors. Core, that's a shiny piece of news. Balloon gets around, you know, and that's important in a war. Goes one place, then the next, like. Wish I was a balloon. Tell the truth, some of them's that comrade to me scare the drawers off of me. Wild about fresh meat they are. Like to kill you for it. Corsairs they used to be, I hear. So that is that all wrapped up. So we got one more beast tribe to unlock. Hopefully that will not be as long of a task as Kobold's was. And then once the Sahagin are unlocked, it's time for some MSQ. Don't remember this being quite as long as the Kobolds, but it's been a while since I did the unlocks. You're the one Commander Riki said to expect then. And Wolfalk, a private in the Commander's foreign levy. As you can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of the ship. Seems barely a handful of poor buggers what were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Where am I? Where is Robin? Where is my son? Oh, you just calm yourself down, good wife. You'll have your boy back in your arms before you can spit up another lungful of seawater. Ty's been merciful to a fortunate few like the good wife here and carried them all the way to the beach. Here, you'll be needing some of me medical supplies for the bleeding and the injured. Take a walk along the coast now and help them as ain't been helping. Ain't beyond helping. Ugh. I made it. One moment we was sailing along, happy as you please. The next was struggling to keep me head above the waves. Arg, me shoulder. It burns. Don't take me arm, I'm begging ye. I can feel me fingers again. Those gutless fishbacks. They were over the rail and swinging before I could stammer out a prayer to the navigator. I can barely breathe. Thank you. Which of the seven heavens is this? Bloodshore? Oh. Should be one. So, wounded are just right-click, use them. Injured are the potions. Thanks. I feel much stronger now. All I remember is an impact like bloody thunder and the deck lurching beneath my feet. Then they came aboard. Back to you. And quest scene. Saved some lives this day, lad. 'Tis a terrible thing what happened. But ye take what solace ye can in little victories. Not that any amount of solace will have me forgiven those blasted fishbacks. You expect attacks on the Navy. That's what we signed up for. But sinking a civilian ship with women and children aboard. Sahagin have ice water for blood, I tell ye. Robin. You can told, and says good wife. I know how hard this must... Leviathan, scaly arse. Oh, that's terrifying. Sahagin? Here? What? You didn't get your fill of slaughter out on the straight? If you want to finish the job you started, then you'd best start with me. Psh. Mom. Robin? My darling Robin? Mom, there you are. My dear Robin, you're safe. Thank the 12 above. Show up, return child, leave, say nothing. The lad's alive? What manner of fishback trickery is this? Fine, if a bit wet. Thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. They were not like the scary ones that came after our ship, but the stories say that all the fishmen are nasty. Isn't that odd? Might I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of the little boat the little fishermen used to carry me to the shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. Take it back to them myself, but I don't think my mom would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? Last I saw, they were swimming somewhere towards western Lenosha. That must be where they live. I wonder if their houses are made of seaweed. This is why I went to airport earlier. And I'm gonna run an ad early while we are doing a travel. I just really want to know about this ad of someone chugging hot sauce. Really curious about it now. Okay, that did not take as long as I anticipated. I expected to be running longer. We're almost out of this break. Okay, we're back. What is the meaning of this trespass? I should secure you where you stand, Finless one. Shh. You carry the necklace of Clutchfather Nov. How is it you possess this cherished treasure? Come at the behest of the child he saved? Such unusual manners for a shore walker. Shh. You may pass. Seek out Clutchmaster Nov and be sure to keep your tone respectful. He is the elder of our clan. Rare is it to see a shore walk in our midst. I am Nov, Clutchfather to this clan of spawnlings. Ah, the finless child bid you return my necklace, did he? Psh, no, I had no special reason for saving the boy. Only for the Sahagin, as it is for you shore walkers. Offspring are considered the most precious of treasures. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood. All are the children of the Clutchfather. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is the trinket you bring. It was a gift, a commendation from our beloved matriarch. I thank you for returning it to me. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of the Clutch. Psh, I welcome you to our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order. I do not know, however, if our spread will agree with your shore walker's stomach. You witnessed the aftermath of the attack in the Strait of Merlthor. Yes, it was indeed perpetrated by Sagin. The individuals responsible are called the Coral Tridents. They reside in the Sopsa spawning grounds, and are known among our people as a volatile and fanatical faction. We'd hoped to prevent them from ever reaching that vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness. Their actions only invite further violence through retaliation. What of Nov and his Clutch, you ask? We live apart from spawning grounds and pursue a separate agenda. We do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, for us Sahagin, each clan of Clutchmates is led by a single Clutchfather. The Indigo Matriarch, what you might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and most seasoned warriors. It is then a Clutchfather's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. Psh, but for the cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we choose to make this land our home. It is unfortunate, then, that the Sopsa spawning grounds have become the locus of such conflict. If only more shore walkers were like you, and spent a moment to understand our situation. Clutchfather, I need counsel. Shh, what have I taught you, Sue? A Sahagin does not fail and splash about so. He rolls with the waves and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutchfather, it is Pew, our second youngest brother. What of him? He left the nursery without permission. He spoke of taking nonsense into the Coral Tridents. His brain is as soft as his spawning scales. And this at a time when I cannot afford to take my eyes off the rest of the Clutch. Yes, Smokey, hello. Though our stance towards each other is not yet clear, Shore Walker, I would ask a boon of you. Save my foolish son. Sue here will have more to say on the subject, I am sure. You have no scales, and yet this clutch father seems to trust you. I shall do the same. As you just heard, my brother Pew has taken it upon himself to educate the Coral Tridents. He is one of our most impetuous spawn brothers, and yet young. He does not realize the peril he puts himself in. Tridents will not listen to Pew's reasoning. They will laugh as they impale him on their spears. Please, bring back Pew safely to the nursery. By now, he must be some distance across the land base, closer to North Tide Gate. So, up there. In that purple circle, I guess. This concerns you not, Shore Walker. Away with you, finless one. Hold on. That's not good. Hit the wrong button and got kicked out of the game temporarily. Not usually a good thing to have happen right as combat starts. Just shut down what? Somehow I hit the button to open Edge. Nobody wants you, Edge. Go away. Okay. Rescued by a Shore Walker. What am I to tell Clutch Father Nov? Spawn Brothers Sue bid you come to my aid? Shh! Do not understand these Coral Trident warriors. I scarce opened my maw before they proceeded to beat me bloody. The Clutch Father always says that the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment, but it seems the words of a spawnling count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my clutchmates and I had been taught. Now I surely face a punishment in addition to my beating. And let's avoid... What is this, Spaceballs? Let's avoid the hunt target that's floating around there. Its name was Dark Helmet if you didn't catch it. Come back, Shore Walker. You were kind to endanger yourself, though you owe us no such loyalty. Pew will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. Now, more than ever, the Sahagin must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs and build nurseries to raise our young. It is an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus were we forced to seize this new location, the region the finless ones call Western Lanosha. It is not surprising that the Shore Walkers view our sudden aggressive expansion is not more than an invasion. But this seemingly unprovoked attack on their territory is, in truth, a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without a place to rear offspring, the Sahagin race is doomed. We are in no position to wage war against the shore walkers. We must attempt to parley and learn to exist side by side. The coral tridents of the... As you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind. Those like their brutal serpent weavers, and slaughter all others who oppose them. Psh, do not mistake me as a traitor to my kind. I hold no love for finless ones. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned, and the Lord of Whirl gathers new drowned shore walkers to his fold. But conflict with your peoples is not the answer to our woes. We must look beyond the present and ensure calmer waters, waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shore walker, your arrival is a precious gift. It would have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our peoples, and the rock which blunts the mindless spears of the coral tridents. I pray you, lend us your aid. I swear myself to your noble cause. Psh. Your presence is most welcome, shore walker. My warriors are eager, but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponents as the coral tridents. We will halt the zealots' advance of the shoreline and begin to repair the damage that they have done to our chance at peace. There is much work ahead, but together we can put an end to this meaningless bloodshed. Okay, and that is the last of the tribal quests unlocked. So we have the Sylphs, who are at rank 3, Almalja at rank 2, Kobolds at rank 1, Sahagin at rank 1. We've got the quest for the XIV, but we're going to hold off on them for a bit at least, just because they are crafter specific. We are going to pop into East Shroud real quickly, just to see if it's going to let me do the last bit of which not currently.